All right, pass the exam. It's your first 30 to 90 days in business. What do you do now? Let's find out. My name is Luis. I've been helping people get licensed in the insurance business for the last 10 years. And I see a lot of people when they're getting started, they freeze or they get a little scared. Okay, now it's become real. And then that's where they fail. And so my goal is to share these warnings with you so that you don't fall for them and you can take action and be successful. Now, here's one big misconception that really comes before even starting. A lot of people make the assumption that getting a license is what qualifies the person as a professional. No. Getting a license simply allows you to enter the field. That's all it is. It doesn't mean you're now an expert. In fact, a lot of people now, they when they get their license, they go to their family and they say, "Hey, I am now the insurance expert," and they go, "Yeah, I change your diapers though, so I don't know how much of an expert you are, right?" So that's the wrong attitude to have. The right attitude to have is to have an attitude of learning, being humble, and just wanting to learn and grow. The first 30 to 90 days, what I would expect is I'm entering a field where I now have the ticket to get into, I have the ticket to get into the stadium. Now I need to start playing. That's really what it is. And so I'm going to have to acquire a set of skills. That's where having a mentor, having somebody walk with me early on would have been very helpful. Um, and so in my first 30 to 90 days, I would ask my trainer lots and lots of questions. I would, make sure that I'm in some kind of accountability, coaching, mentorship. For example, I meet with my agents on Monday mornings, and it's just one-on-one accountability and coaching. Hey, you said you wanted to hit these goals. Did you hit them? No, that's okay. What needs to change in order for you to hit the goals? That's the biggest question to ask. First 30 to 90 days, you build the chops to be a producer. And if anybody really lets you off the hook easy, then you're going to let yourself off the hook easy for the rest of your career. That's not what you want. And so you want to be a part of a winning team so that you can see what winning looks like. And that means accountability. That means when you get on a sales call and it does not close, go back to the coach and say, hey, mentor, coach, whatever you want to call them, this is what happened. What would you have done different? This is what I did. How should I have done it? It's time to start learning. And the reality is, I would track this, but I might get my first 30 days, I might get 10 appointments and only close three. And I go, man, I'm so bad. This is embarrassing. But then month two, out of 10 appointments, I get four. And I go, okay, well, I improved. And if I just make small incremental improvements over the course of the next year, I might get five, six, seven out of 10 closes. Now I'm fine. Okay. I could be terrible. I could get 7 out of 10 and have, whatever, 10 appointments a week and still do fine. That's the goal, is that I learn the skills to move up. In those first 30 to 90 days, I'm also setting my routine pattern. What that means is, especially for somebody who's on commission and working for themselves, I'm now my own boss. That's a beautiful thing and a dangerous thing. Why? Because it means I can wake up when I want to, but that means I can wake up when I want to, right? So I want to build disciplines that allow me to have a successful career. I'm going to get slot times for prospecting, slot times um, um, for getting better, slot times for my next license, slot time for clients. And so I want to build a routine that is a success routine so that I can go out. That this is going to set the standard for the rest of my career. So might as well set as high a standard as possible. I don't want to leave myself, kind of give let myself go early, and then I go, oh man, I should have been more focused. No, if you start at the highest focus early, and then you slack off a little bit, but you go from 100% focused to 80, you're still more focused than most people in the business. So that's how I would structure my first 30 to 90 days, is just knowing I'm learning, I'm getting better, I'm going to track what I did. I have somebody that can give me accountability and coaching. If I don't have somebody, I need to find them. In my opinion, maybe there's some people out there that did it on their own, and those are beasts. I couldn't do it. When I got started, I had a coach. I had somebody that I went to, and they said, hey, why didn't you pick up the policy? Oh, man, what a bonehead. I should have picked up the policy. And I go, yeah, how can I help you if I don't see the policy? You saw the policy. I didn't see the policy. Bring me the policy. And I go, that makes a whole lot of sense. Let's bring it, right? And so I learned that through trial and error. But if I had been much more focused, I would have been much more successful quick. So the first 30 to 90 days, it's a reality. It allows the person, that license allows the person to step into the field and begin. but there's so much more to learn, and I would have an attitude of learning. What does that mean? That means I either make money on an appointment or I learn something. If I didn't make money, I got to learn the lesson, or somebody told me this once, lesson I don't learn, lesson I must repeat. And if I'm constantly repeating the same lesson without earning money, that's a fact. That's a formula for going back to get a job. And I don't want to do that. I want to work in insurance and investments and all those things that I do forever. So I want to get good. All right. Again, my prayers that that's helpful. I'm glad you're licensed now, and you're successful in your launch. Now the reality begins. 30 to 90 days. Set the standard.